What better way to start setting financial goals than the new year? Or if you listen to this episode later on, it's never too late to get started on your journey to financial freedom. I hope you take this time to set some goals for yourself around money, like paying off debt, saving for college, for retirement, investing, whatever your goals might be. I would suggest writing them down, and you should look at them like once a week, once a month to make sure you stay on track with your goals. When you keep listening to the podcast, I will help you along this journey. So, by starting off this journey, we want to start off with creating a budget. Today, I will go over the 5 top reasons why it's important to create a budget, and then in next week's episodes, I'm going to teach you and show you how to actually create your budget. Okay, so let's
Hi guys, welcome to my Money University podcast. I'm so excited that you guys decided to tune in. This has been a passion project of mine for a while because I think everyone should be able to get free education about money no matter our upbringing and background and be able to improve our financial future. So this podcast will be a one-stop place teaching you the tools you need to save, invest, budget and more. So let's get started.
So today I want to talk about the 5 top reasons why you need a budget. First of all, I want to say welcome back to Money University. Before we're able to dive into tackling debt, saving, investing, and all the other aspects around your finances, we need to figure out where your money is currently going. And I get it, it can be scary to see all the monthly expenses you have at once and how you're spending your money, but it's an invaluable lesson to manage your money and it will empower you in the long run, like it did for me. So just a definition for budget. A budget is a place, it can be a spreadsheet, piece of paper, and there's even apps out there where you can track your income and spendings in one place, and it helps you see how much money you actually spend every month compared to your income sources. And at the end of the day, you will see like if you're spending more than you're making or the other way around. So we go into the details in next week's episode, and I will show you how to create 3 different ways to create a budget. But it's very powerful to see in writing where all your money is going. And the only way to make progress and to reshift your priorities is see in writing what's going on in your current situation. So budget is not set in stone, and it can and should be manipulated by you, and only you have the power to change it. So once you see it black and white, you want to make changes. Now we will dive into the 5 top reasons why it's important to start a budget and track your income and spendings. So number 1, it keeps you informed on where you're currently spending your money. If you don't know what you're currently spending your money on, you won't be able to make any changes. So you might be surprised that your daily coffee habit or weekly night out can turn into hundreds of dollars every month, but you won't know if you don't track it or write it down. It might seem really small to you, but once it adds up, it could be a big dollar amount for your budget. The second reason is it keeps you focused on what you want. After tracking your spendings and seeing how much money you spend on each category, for example, food, clothing, necessities, self-development, education, etc., you can refocus and figure out if that category you spend most of your money on is really the most important to you, or if you should shift your expenses between categories. For example, you maybe spend more money on meal planning and more time on meal planning, so then you spend less money on food, and then you can reshift those expenses to maybe better health insurance or save money to go to college or pay off all debt. That's how you can shift it between the categories. The third reason is it helps you prioritize within your goals. What are your future money goals? Like I told you at the beginning, we should write down all your goals for the future and then come back to them every month. We can reevaluate them. We can see if we're hitting our goals. It's definitely very important to help them write down to track them. If you want to save for your kids' future, your own retirement, a down payment for a house, start a brokerage account, depending on your goal, it will be very different how you set up your budget. And whatever your saving, spending, or investing goals are for the future, once you have your budget written down, you'll be able to see quickly if you're on track to those goals or if there's any changes you need to make to your lifestyle to put the money into the right category for you. The fourth reason is it stops you from overspending. A budget can definitely help you adjust your current spending habits and can help you to stop overspending. If you complete your budget and notice you're currently spending more money than you actually make, you will need to make adjustments immediately, otherwise, you're accumulating more and more debt. By being able to see all your expenses in front of you and written down, you'll be able to categorize them between needs and wants. Something you can't live without, like paying your electricity bill, your water bill, gas for your car, or like buying decoration for your house or daily donut runs or coffee runs, those are more wants. And if your expenses are higher than your income, you want to move away from the wants, and you will have to eliminate some of the wants to get back into an income budget. To me personally, reason number 4 is the most important one to have a budget, because the average American has $90,000 in debt. And I feel like this will just increase over time, especially the times we're living in right now. So it's very important that at the moment we have a budget and we know that we're making more money than we're spending. You never want to spend more than you're making, no matter if you make $500 a week, $5,000 a week, $1 million a year, $10 million a year. There's even athletes or superstars or lottery winners that all of a sudden have a lot of money, but they're spending more than they have coming in, so they go in bankruptcy or have to start all over again. So no matter how much money you make, it's very important to have a budget, so you always want to spend less than you make at any stage in your life. And if it's right now the other way around, like I said, don't worry about it. We'll set up the budget and we'll look at all your different expense categories and expense types. And we can figure out which ones we can reduce or eliminate or substitute with something that's less costly. But I believe number 4, the reason number 4, like not to overspend, is the most important one. Because if we already have an average of 90,000 of debt just in the US, we want to make sure we reduce that. And if our expenses are more than our income, then we're just going to increase our debt balance and our average debt balance. So that's one of my main goals. Help everyone reduce their debt, be debt-free, except mortgages. You should be debt-free otherwise. So let's go to the next reason. Your budget is your first step in your saving and investing journey. So creating a budget is the very first step on your journey to financial literacy and freedom. Without knowing how much money you currently earn, spend, and have left at the end of every month, you won't be able to start your journey to pay off your debt, save, or invest, or whatever your goals are. So we need to know how much money we're working with every month to set appropriate and realistic goals for the future. So I hope after hearing about those 5 top reasons, you're just as fired up as me. I really want to help you on your journey, because it helped me a lot having a budget and creating a plan for how I want to invest in the future and save. And it's very empowering. Once you do your budget, you will feel really, even if it doesn't look good or if you think it doesn't look good, it will be very, very helpful, and we can work together on reducing expenses, increasing income, and I will help you set up a plan. So I'm excited to teach you in next week's episode how to create your very own budget. And then the first time you're setting one up, it will be a little bit time consuming, but there are several tools out there nowadays that help you within the process that I will introduce you to next week. And once you have your own budget, you're on your way to your financial future. And I really, really want to help you every step of the way, because I think it's super fun, and it's something I think everybody should need to know how to do, and you can teach your friends, your kids, so we all learn about financial freedom and how to manage our money. So let's get this process started. And if you enjoyed this podcast, I would really like if you could share it with your friends, recommend it, subscribe to my podcast, or if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave me a comment, leave me a review. I just really want to get this free information out to as many people as possible, so we can all learn to be financially free and manage our finances in 2021 and going forward. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.